Hello guys and welcome! Is it a bit dark here? I'm not sure actually. Anyway, welcome to Graphology series where I'm analyzing my subscribers' handwriting. If you're new here, consider subscribing or let's jump straight to the video anyway. Hi, my name is Alex and this is the handwriting of the day. Okay, so the first thing that comes to my mind when I see this handwriting is that it actually really reminds me of my handwriting from a few years ago. But nevertheless, I'm going to try not to be biased. We're going to look at what graphology traits we can find here. The handwriting is legible, it's rhythmical, and it's a pretty average size handwriting. Also, the baseline is straight and there is a vertical slant. I listed all these traits because they are pretty much average traits, which means that this person seems to be organized, which means this person knows what's in their head. They are stamping steadily on the ground. This is the head over heart mentality. They are not too much emotionally forward, not too much emotionally withdrawn. They're somewhere in the middle. It seems like it's a composed individual. The spacing is small, both between the lines, between the letters, and between the words, which points at this person keeping rather close to people, both in personal relationships and in social situations. When we look at the letter A's and O's, you can see that many of them have tangling happening inside. And guys, tangling is never good in communication letters because this is what they are, and it signifies that this person might be secretive. There might be some deceit going on because the looping is towards inside, not towards the outside. It might mean that this person is lying to themselves, not necessarily to people in public, but to themselves. Now, it doesn't happen everywhere, so it might be just occasional. When we look at the lower zone, you can see that most of the letters are actually very short and the lower zone is not that much visible. When we take this Y in here, it signifies that the person is a loner. However, when we finally do have the big loops at the bottom, what do they mean? The lower zone talks about everything related to material life, food, money, sex. Having very large loops in the lowercase letters and having them opened basically signifies that this person is very open to sensual experiences. Again, not often, so it happens occasionally. When we look at the H letters, you can see that many of them have smooth angle and sharp hump, which is pretty much the opposite of how the letter H should be. Hump signifies softness, whereas the sharp angle, well, sharpness. This shows us how we transfer our thoughts to other people. So we are probably having some miscommunication happening here often and some misunderstandings. When we look at the middle zone letters, we have the letter M, and middle zone letters tell us everything about our social life, family, ego. M letters are being written in garlands. What it means is that this person can most likely naturally relate to other people. They are sociable, they adapt easily, and they have lots of kindness and grace. When we look at the I letters, they are pretty inconsistent. For example, here we have the I dot barely visible, which points again at fineness, elegance, subtleness. When on the other hand we have the I dot written as a circle, you can imagine that to write a circle, it kind of stops the fluidity of writing. You need to take more time to write a circle. So it might point at some obsessive tendencies, at some concerns, at being a little bit egocentric. And this handwriting has another interesting thing, which is when we look at how this person is erasing the mistake, we can see that they are really going for it, which means that their self-esteem might not be so high, which means that they are really trying to cover the mistake they did. Like they are feeling guilty about that mistake, like they're feeling ashamed. Let's look how this person writes the number 1. It's a straight line. It signifies capacity for synthesis, which leaves the details aside, which basically points at the strength in economic field, for example. When we look at the number 2, it's also again very simplified, and that means that economic issues again are not a problem. This person is most likely oriented towards aesthetic, moral values instead of material possessions. So we had something about choice of career in here, in case. as a summary of this handwriting, this person seems like they have everything under control, and it seems like they're very organized and steadily easygoing. However, when we look a little bit closer, we see that there's actually quite some things going on that don't allow this person to go so smoothly throughout life the way they would like to. However, I think that it's just a matter of stabilization and time, since the handwriting is accumulated in the middle zone, so I assume this person is young, so they still have time to figure things out. And there we have it, guys. That was the handwriting of the day. Now I can't wait to see you in the next episode with a better light. See you. Bye bye.